Good evening, and my name is Marcia Lashley, and I am an ambassador with InteleTravel, and this is our weekly basics in booking travel with InteleTravel. So what we're doing, especially for new people just getting started with your travel business, this is a quick run through of your back office and the basics, how to basically book the basics of travel in the back office. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move into packages with suppliers, cruises, airlines. So we're going to try to wrap this up and keep it under an hour. However, most of the times it's very hard to keep it under an hour. And then also I'll open the lines. If you guys have any questions or any comments or suggestions or things that you may need help with, I'll be happy to answer them. Okay. So by now you guys should have already received your email from InteleTravel welcoming you to your new travel business. Your P number goes into where the arrow is pointing and your password that they sent you in the email. Usually your P number will start with a P, or an S. So you keep that number. It's an internal number. Very rarely do suppliers ask for it. Travel Insured is one of the suppliers that definitely asked for it, and VAX. And also Agent Universe. So those are the three, but very rare do you find the basics of suppliers that you're basically booking with every day. They don't ask for it. So you can create your own username and password when it comes to registering with suppliers, and we'll talk about that a little later on. The first thing that we always suggest you do is get started with your website, because you can, while you're learning, you can earn if you set your website up. So in order to set your website up, you will go to your agent website, and where your first name is, you can put, if you have a business name. If you don't have a business name, that's fine. But if you have a business name, you want to put the first portion of your business name where your first name is, and then you want to put the second portion of your business name where your last name is. I always recommend that you get create an independent email solely for your travel business, guys, because you will get a lot of emails and information about the travel business. And also, when they have those last-minute, spur-of-the-moment spams, you don't want to miss out because it went into, you know, a spam in your old folder. You want to make sure that everything travel stays with everything travel. And that's a suggestion from me. InteleTravel doesn't require that. I just recommend that you do to keep your travel business solely your travel business. So you enter your information. You're also allowed to upload a photo or a logo if you have your company logo, and you will have to have that approved by InteleTravel before you can upload it. If you have a marketing slogan, I have one: global movements within your reach, right here. And then also your business name goes below here. And then you hit submit. Once you do that, this is what your replicated website would look like, which I think is pretty awesome. Your clients can book cars, cruises, flights, hotel. They can book whatever they want to book with you. So, and you can do, while you're learning, you can also earn, which I think is super, super fantastic. Okay, the next thing that we always recommend you do is jump right into InteleTravel University, because without education, you really wouldn't know what to do, where to start. So InteleTravel University has 15 3- to 5-minute YouTube style video, how-to style videos that will help you pretty much with air, rent a car, all of them. So it's very important that you dig into it. They also have 3 different levels, 3 categories. It's Dream Makers, Vacation Builders, and Travel Genius. So in order for you to go from one rank to the next, you would have to attend at least 5 InteleTravel webinars, attend 1 Dream Maker event. So look in the calendar of events to see when Dream Makers will be coming to your neck of the woods, and then complete your InteleTravel Online Academy. Attend at least 1 industry event like a CLIA or a Cruise World or one of the major industry events. And then, of course, complete your CLIA course completion, earn $5,000 in commissions, and, of course, you become a travel genius. But you don't have to earn $5,000 in commissions to be a Dream Makers or a Vacation Builder. Those are just the requirements for Travel Genius, which I think is awesome. And then, of course, InteleTravel went ahead and created another level, which is an InteleTravel Ambassador. So once you complete your Dream Makers and your Vacation Builders, you complete your CLIA courses, and you complete at least $2,000 in commissions for the year with InteleTravel, you will qualify to be a travel ambassador, which is a great position, I believe, because we're able to assist a lot of new people coming into the industry, assist you to getting started the right way. So I think it's a really awesome position. I'm honored to be a travel ambassador. So the next thing that we always suggest you do is the partner education. So without the education, guys, you really won't be knowledgeable and you won't be an intelligent agent. So InteleTravel prides himself in just a plethora of education from all our suppliers. All the suppliers have been properly vetted, and they all have education so that we can learn. And guys, take advantage of it, because I learned everything. Even though I've been in the industry for a very long time, I was never a travel agent until I became an InteleTravel travel agent. So I had to learn all of these things. And even though I knew it from a different standpoint, I didn't know it from the travel agent standpoint. So I had to take the time to go in there and learn. And I'm telling you, it's worth every moment. So there's a suppliers course, destination specialist course. These courses, you can find your niche in these courses, and it will help increase your commissions. The Travel Agent Institute, ASTA, these are the suppliers educations. I think that these are courses that some of them you may have to pay a fee for these courses, but they're really worth it. They really are worth it. However, most of them are free, so you dive in there and you get registered with them and you take those courses, because it will educate you. Preferred Traveler Partner Directory. Guys, I suggest that you call InteleTravel and you have them send. You can have a booklet. I have an old one here. This is mine from last year. But you can have it. It's very knowledgeable. All the information is in there, just like it online. It's great to have with you when you're traveling, when you're working from different destinations, because now you have your supplier's information in there. These partners have also been vetted properly by InteleTravel, and they do pay commissions, and everything that is written in words they do provide. They're really awesome. You're going to hear me refer to Funjet a lot, because this is one of our preferred suppliers, and they really take care of travel agents. So as you can see, the Travel Partners Guide shows you the percentage that you'll be making on domestic and, of course, international and Hawaii, 5% on air international Hawaii. Of course, Blue Sky Tours is 12 to 15%. Just talking to an agent about that today. Southwest Vacations pays 10% domestic, 13% international. So this is where you'll get your information. When you want to know which supplier in Bax will pay you certain commissions, you can find that right here. So this is a really neat book, and I suggest that you definitely get into it. How do you find it? You scroll down to the bottom of your in your back office. Any page that you're on, you'll come to this black area, this gray area. You select the preferred partners, and that will take you to that book, okay? QuickStart Guide, guys, I think that this is major. It's an important piece of tool. I'm sorry, I really did not put you guys on mute, and I'm getting some feedback, so I'm going to have to go ahead and mute you guys.
Well, say you muted yourself.
Thank you so much, Miss Willie Mae. What will I do without you? I'm going to take it back a notch so that you guys can know what I said before. So what I was saying was the QuickStart guide is a very neat tool because InteleTravel placed it here for us to kind of keep us in line with our back office and the most important things that we should focus on in our back office, because we have so much information back there, and it's really hard for you to stray away into something going into the FAMs and stuff like, but so you follow these 9 and you'll be just fine. You'll stay in line with everything that you're supposed to do within your back office, okay? So take a look at that. And this area right here, the dashboard area, this is a very important area. They place quick link, the agent training manual, customer profile form, credit card authorization form, insurance waiver. Guys, use these tools. InteleTravel placed them there for a reason for us. We're independent travel agents, and these forms will help us. They'll protect us, and they'll help us make more money. So they'll educate us, protect our business, and it'll help us make some money. So let's dive into those forms real quick. This is the travel agent manual, guys. Print it out. I always say this is a travel agent's Bible. Print this, print it out, save it on your desktop. Everything that you need to know about your travel business and the do's and don'ts and the perks and the suppliers, everything is in this travel agent manual. So take some time to go through it and print it out, or definitely get into reading it, learn it. Okay, make it your Bible. Like I said, it's a travel agent manual, it's a travel agent Bible. Okay, so these 3 forms. The customer information form, guys, very important. I find that from using this form, my conversations with my clients became like a default. I have a certain method, system that I use, and it's because I've been reviewing this form. Like I would have this form out when I'm speaking to new clients so that I can know what to ask them, because after a while you can get distracted, especially working from home. You can get distracted. So when you have that form in front of you, it helps you, because if you forgot to ask them something, because your clients will talk. They'll tell you everything that they want to do, where they want to go, and all this stuff, and you'll get distracted. And if you try to interrupt them, they'll still talk sometimes, so you might forget. But if you have the form in front of you, it'll really help you, guys. This form has a lot of information that can help formulate a conversation with you and your clients. Customer credit card authorization form, guys. Every single time that you are going to finalize a booking, you should send this form to your clients. The travel insured form, it's a little psychological form that I like because I can change people's minds with it. Okay, so the customer information form, it assists you in the formulation of your conversation with your clients. Learn their travel preferences. 3 important questions that I want to highlight that you ask them is, what hotels have you stayed at and enjoyed? And that's important, because if they didn't have a good time at that hotel, you don't want to send them there again. So you want to know if they enjoyed themselves. What cruise lines and resorts have you enjoyed before, if any? And you want to know that because you don't want to have a new client who's never been on a cruise before, and you book them in July, August, or when the season's really rough, when we have storms and stuff, they will never, ever, ever book with you again. So very important to ask those questions. What activities do you enjoy when you travel? People like bird watching, sightseeing. I have a friend that whenever she goes to the Caribbean, she goes and she lays on the beach with a magazine, and I'm like, really? But that's what she wants to do. She doesn't want to be bothered. She just wants a magazine in her face, but she wants to be on the beach. You want to know that. You want to know what your clients like to do: sightseeing, history, culture, art, beach fun. You want to know these things, because then you'll provide them with the best beach, the best you'll introduce them to activities that the property may have. That is an upsell for you, because the more that your clients do and they purchase, more commissions you'll make. So you definitely want to ask those questions. What's the purpose of the trip? You may have a group trip, you may have an anniversary, a birthday, or honeymoon, or special, some kind of specialty trip. But you want to know, because you want to send information to the hotel, informing them that your client has something. And most of the times the hotels will do their best to accommodate your clients, and it's not about them paying for it. They'll do little complimentary things for them that'll make it special for them, and that'll make you look like a super agent. So definitely ask those questions. How many people per room, especially when you're dealing with groups? The reason why is because a lot of times our clients will tell us, well, Marcia, I need 20 rooms. Okay, well, how many people do you have? But they don't have enough people for 20 rooms. They only needed 10, or they only needed 15. So you want to make sure how many people per room. 2, how many rooms do you have with standard occupancy? How many rooms do you have with people that'll be triple occupancy and quad op? So you want to ask those questions so that you can let your suppliers know, I have 5 rooms are going to have 4 people in them, and I have 3 rooms that'll have 3, and I have 8 rooms that'll have 2 people. And the suppliers will know how, will situate it for you. So those are important questions that you want to definitely ask. You also want to ask if there are any children or seniors or anyone with special needs, so that, again, you can notify the hotel and so that they can provide for your clients, okay? When do you use this form? This is the credit card authorization form. When do you use this form? You use this form whenever it's time to collect the credit card information from your customer to pay for their travel and other services. Okay? Failure to secure authorization in this way could result in chargeback of credit card funds by your customers for which you will be responsible for. So you don't want to go there, but you want to make sure that you gave them that form, okay? InteleTravel reserves the right to collect any such chargebacks and associated penalties and costs from you, including offsetting any amounts you owe from commissions or other payments due to you from InteleTravel. So you can have your commissions be taken from you because someone has to pay for that travel that you did not properly secure as an independent travel agent. So be sure to use that form, guys. I always say that when I use this form, I always let them know that once they finalize, I send them a quote and they finalize it, and it's like, oh, Marcia, I love that. Let's book. Credit card in hand. Here's the credit card number. I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to do one more step. I'm going to send you a quick email, fill this form out, send it back ASAP, because I cannot confirm your package until I have your payment, and I can't accept your payment until you give me permission to charge your card, and this form will do that. So it's a short form. Fill it out, send it back to me, take a picture of it, send it back to me really quick, and I'll complete the process for you. And I never had anyone object. I only had one person last year because she was an older woman in her 70s, and she doesn't do the text and email thing, and she says, well, I'll have to put it in the mail. And I'm like, oh, no, we'll never get it, snail mail. But that was the only time that I've had someone say, object to that form. I've never had it, because guess what? Your clients want to travel. And if you're going to provide them with that awesome deal, they have no problems sending you that form back. So definitely utilize that form, okay? It's very important that you do so. So there's a tricky part to this form, and I'm focusing on this lower portion right here that's circled. It can be kind of tricky. If they're accepting travel protection, then they'll sign right there. If they're declining travel protection and they do not want travel protection, then they sign the lower half of the signature. And a lot of times clients can just want to sign and they're not reading. You want to make sure as an agent you look over that form, and you want to make sure that you remind them that they've signed. I see that you've accepted travel protection. No problem. I'll get you a quote. And then you'll get their attention. Like, no, I don't want travel protection. Well, I see here that you signed it. You go ahead and run the form, charge the form, but make sure you have them sign it and send it back to you, because you want to protect yourself. Okay, you want to protect yourself. So this form, the reason why I said it plays a little psychological role is because a lot of times when they decline travel protection, when I send them this form, okay, I'll send you, along with the credit card authorization form, I'll send them this form showing the amount of the value of their protection, their trip, and of course the cost to protect it. So once I put those two numbers in there, I send it to them and have them sign it saying that they don't want it. And a lot of times when they read it, they'll change their mind and say, Marcia, I think I'll go ahead and get that travel protection. And I always tell you guys, and I always tell my clients, anything over $1,000, I highly recommend you protect it with travel protection. $49. $79, $99. It's so worth it. And of course, we have Travel Insured. They pay 20% commissions on travel insurance, so you definitely want to utilize this form, okay? Very important. These are great tips from InteleTravel. That's why I really appreciate this company, because they provide us with great tools that can benefit us. Okay, so remember that the highest commissions are paid on cruises and vacation packages and tours, okay? So you definitely want to utilize Travel Insured because they pay 20% commissions on every policy that you purchase. So these are the three different plans that they have here, and I always highly recommend this one, but you want to find one that's suitable to your customers. So get up in there and take a look at it. And this information is in our back office as well. You can definitely go into Travel Insured's portal. This is the agency number here, and this, of course, is the password. Again, I told you guys before, they will need your agent ID, InteleTravel IG, and InteleTravel PIN, so you definitely want to use that for them, okay? Moving along, InteleTravel marketing compliance regulations. Guys, we need to definitely, no matter what we do, we should always take some time to go into InteleTravel's marketing compliance regulations and watch those webinars, okay? Watch the webinars. It's very important because we're in a situation where we have two different opportunities and two different businesses, two totally different companies, and so you want to make sure that you do the right thing, okay? We have an obligation as agents to protect each other, and everything that we say and do as an InteleTravel agent is a direct reflect on all of us. So it's mandatory that you watch the marketing compliance regulation videos and make sure that you're marketing yourself and your business the correct way. Do a self-check, guys. To make sure that you're working with the marketing and compliance guidelines, okay? Do a self-check. And then remember, again, we have two opportunities to know your language, okay? When we're dealing with our suppliers, there are certain things that we should or should not do, okay? When you're dealing with our suppliers, you don't talk to them about building a team. You don't talk to them about networking rank. You don't talk to them about networking compensation. You don't talk to them about Planet. You don't talk to them about any businesses. You don't talk to them about travel, your travel perks and travel privileges. You just don't do that. What you do talk to them about is travel sales, product knowledge, and our customers, okay? That is the only conversation, and the reason why I'm telling you this is because you'll find yourself on the line with a tour operator for quite a while. If you have a huge team, they're very helpful. They're willing to help us in any way they can, and after one conversation to another, and before you know it, you'll start talking about your business. Can't do that. That's a no-no. Absolutely not, okay? That is not within compliance, so please do not have conversations with our travel partners about your marketing business, okay? So this is where you'll find the marketing and sales tools. You definitely want to watch the video for it, but you go to My Agency and on the top there, you'll come into the online marketing tools. Guys, use this. Awesome. There's a client newsletter. This is a great tool because it will help you keep your clients in line with what's going on. All the new sales that's coming out for cruises or any packages, any specials that FunJet or MLT may have, or you know, one of these suppliers may have, you'll be able to put them into a newsletter and send it out to your clients. Email marketing, also awesome. You click on the Get Started link and you go in there and you send your clients emails. You can have, I believe you can have from 50 to 200 people in there, and you can send them emails. And this it's so smart that it'll tailor to your client's needs. You know, if your client's a savvy traveler, you know, it'll tailor to their needs. So it's really cool. I think guys should definitely watch the webinar and learn more about it and utilize it, and it'll help you to grow your business, okay? More marketing sales tools. These are awesome tools, as you can see here. This is from Royal Caribbean. Of course, this is from FunJet, but I wanted to show you how I was able to go in, and just because it's PDF writable, you can just go in there and type OTM Travel Services, my telephone number, my website or my email address, and then, of course, send these out to my clients via email. Okay. Also, letting them know about FunJet's unforgettable experiences, and they have groups. These are some specials that they have: Riviera Maya, Jamaica, and Hawaii, and these are different prices on there. Of course, you see my information on there as well. So these are great marketing tools. These are just two of the few of the many that we have. So you can, you have access to tools like these to help grow your travel business. Then we also have the customer management CRM, which is so cool because I can put my customers' information in, and you can see that they received the email promotion of the Eiffel Tower that I sent them last year. And then, of course, you can see here that they booked a trip in May, and then they booked another trip in May. That's probably the same trip. No, it's a different booking number. But it keeps you in line, it helps you to keep track of your customers and all the activities that they've received, your promotional, your newsletters, or whatever you've sent them. So this is a great tool to keep up with your clients as well. More marketing and sales tools. There's the InteleTravel post office in there. Definitely go in there. A lot of videos, a lot of information in there that you can go in there. Direct mail and email marketing system. Also, watch the webinar. Very easy. It'll tell you all you need to know about the email marketing. Then, of course, you guys, we have business cards. We have a great deal with Vista Prints to get your business cards. I think our InteleTravel business cards are very nice. I don't have one with me right now. I thought I did, but I don't. To show you guys. There's also the InteleTravel logo library, and for you new people not finding ways to market your travel business, they have logos that you can put on your social media site, and these are very simple. All you do is just right-click and download it, save the image to your desktop, and then post it on social media. Very simple. Let people know that you definitely are in the travel industry, and they should book travel with you. We also have Travel Incentive Center, which I think is really awesome, guys. The Travel Incentive Center offers proven and cost-effective programs that are designed to incentivize customers to make purchases. Awesome tools also to help your business grow, okay? So it definitely go in there to improve your results. As you can see here, there is a 3 days, 2 nights grand getaway for 2. That is a $200 value, but we pay $1.75 for it. So you can definitely order some of these for your clients as a thank you for booking with you. Then there's also $500 grand air that you can use. Our cost is $3. Then there's also the grand attractions. $75 grand attractions. Our cost is $10. And then there's a golf and spa rebate, $50 value. Our cost is $8. And then, of course, $25 gift card, $5.50 the value. It's $25 Visa gift card. But we pay $5.50 for it, which I think is a great, great deal. And these are great tools. How do we use these tools? You can use them for travel parties. You can use them on social media. You can do travel trivias or what do they say? They have Jessica does a great job with doing a lot of questions, asking a lot of questions about what place, what is in your bucket list, what is your dream vacation, and then certain people, she'll gather information from them. She'll get their email address and telephone number and name, and she'll contact them and communicate with them. And that's a great way to build your clientele for travel because, again, everyone travels. So these tools are great for definitely launching your travel business. I use them as a referral. Because I'm a stay-at-home mom, I rarely come out of the house, and so I don't see people a lot, so I'm talking to people a lot, and so I would let them know about my travel business and that I had an awesome incentive tool that if they refer 2 or 3 or more people to me and they confirm their booking, I will definitely give them an incentive reward, and that's one of these, and I kind of pick it based on the type of person. If they're a traveling person, I'll give them 3 days, 2 nights. If they like golf, of course, they get the golf. If they like the spa, I give them the spa. So I kind of taper it towards the person that I'm giving it to. So I think it's a great way to definitely utilize them. Passports and visas, guys, yes, we do. We can definitely get our clients passports and visas. We can earn commissions on passports and visa services with CIBC Visas. They're the leading providers of passports and visa services in the world. And I've been in the travel business since I was 18, and they have been running it since then. Plus, your customers will receive 40% of CIBC service fees. So what you would do is you would definitely give your customers this information, have them go to CIBCvisas.com/InteleTravel, and then there's going to be a code that they could use to identify themselves as an InteleTravel customer. They can also call the number listed here. And once they do that, have your clients give you a copy of the final invoice so that you can submit it, so that you can register your bookings, okay? That's very important for you to do, okay? But it's another very cool way of making some more commissions. So booking travel, hotels on InteleTravel, very simple, like any other booking site that you've ever been on. You put the area closer to where you're going to be for your clients. You want to make sure you narrow the search down because most people traveling, they're not going to stay 20 miles or 30 miles away from their location unless they're really budget conscious. Usually people will stay 10 and 15 miles. If you kind of narrow it down, you'll get them in that area and you'll get them to book rooms in that area. Okay, you put their dates in. Notice that in InteleTravel's back office, the number of, you can put the number of rooms. The maximum number of rooms that you can book is 4 rooms. And of course, across the state with every hotel, the number of rooms per guest, number of guests per rooms is 4. You cannot have 5 to a room in any hotel. Okay, so that's just a rule. And then of course, you put it in, it'll yield your results. As you can see, Baker Street is really closer to where I put them into the 1010 Olympics. What you do, you want to go over here and you want to narrow down the search. You want to go ahead and select Atlanta because I did put them in towards the Olympics, the Georgia Aquarium. So you want to narrow it down to Atlanta because I don't want them in Brazelton or Alpharetta. And then once I do that, it'll yield the results of the hotels closer. As you can see, it says 0.4 miles here. So it's 0.4 miles away from the Georgia Aquarium, which is where my clients are staying. So naturally, I'm going to select the W Atlanta downtown, which is $174.25 a night for them. So it's a very simple tool to use. I think it's really cool. Booking flights in InteleTravel. Very simple. You put your information in just like you put it in for your hotel, and the results come up. You select your flight. I'm going through this really quick because I really want to get into booking. We can use this. We can print this, guys, screenshot this, and use it as a quote to send to your clients because it does not reveal any kind of commissions or any fees or anything. Everything that they're going to pay is right here. All their taxes and fees are totaled here. It's letting them know that they'll get an e-ticket type. It's letting them know the booking class. Everything is here so they can see it. Send this out to them, have them look over it, and then have them send your credit cards so that you can pay. Okay, travel agents don't usually get paid commissions on domestic air. However, InteleTravel do pay us a service fee. So most of the times you'll see your flight and you may see a $10 additional difference. That is because $7 of those $10 goes to you and $3 goes to InteleTravel. So, you know, it shouldn't be a problem for many of your clients. I've told my customers and my clients that I have a travel business of my own, and this is my service fee that I charge if they ask. I don't just tell them because they don't ask, I don't tell. So for security reasons, airline reservations may not be made within 48 hours of flight times on InteleTravel's back office, okay? And also, InteleTravel also does not allow booking directly on their booking engine if air is originating outside of the U.S. So they do provide a travel air program, which I think is really great. You know, you can find your flight in that travel air program. You can see the details of the negotiated contracts there. There are also some factors that you cannot control as an independent travel agent. Some fares are not commissionable, so you can't control that, of course. The commission amount, if any, on any airline ticket will be confirmed within 72 hours of booking in your travel commissions report available to you 24/7. So you definitely want to take some time to look at this because you can find that, you know, depending on the destination, you can find what commissions you'll be paid for and what type class type that you'll be paid for. Okay, how much airline ticket commissions? How much are airline ticket commissions? The commissions range from up to 40% of base airfare, not included taxes and fees, and most carriers pay from 5 to 15%, and not all tickets are commissionable, okay? So you definitely want to take a look. This is the breakdown of the air desk. It's like 35 pages long, guys. All of these air carriers and suppliers and destinations are in there. And this is what it looks like. You have in 3 columns, market, commissions, and classes. So you'll find your market, like JFK, to and from JFK to LAX, San Francisco, San Diego, San Francisco, and Seattle, Boston, and LAX. Those are nonstop flights between 5 and 20% commission for first class, business class, or economy class. They're not going to pay for any other class. If there's that non-refundable fare, whatever the other classes, is not going to be paid commission. So you want to take some time to go through that as well, okay? So if you didn't find anything there, we also have air consolidators that you can definitely dive into. Now, I really appreciate air consolidators, guys, because I make commissions on air. A lot of people don't focus on it, but I work on air for people. I like to make sure that my customers pay the less possible cost for travel. And so we are not a discount travel club, but we have the options, we have the resources to help our clients. So international air consolidators are air suppliers who purchase large air components inventory from our carriers at deep wholesale discounts, which allows us, the agents, to mark it up and make some commissions. So the best time to use air consolidators is when you cannot find air, of course, on InteleTravel, but when your air is originating outside of the U.S. They want to go from Dominican Republic to London, or they want to go from London to Africa. You can use the international air consolidators, and they also do cater to groups, okay? So if you have a group, you can do air only and get a contracted rate with our air consolidators, okay? Skybar is one of our preferred suppliers that I really, really like, and they can provide you with an advantage both on domestic and air. Skybar's number is 1-888-759-2473. You can call them. You can speak with the groups department if you have a group that's going out, or you can email them at groups@skybartravel.com with all the details. Hi, my name is Marcia Lashley. I'm an independent travel agent with InteleTravel.com. I have a group of 10 going to London from Atlanta, and they would like to use British Airways from October 20th, well, we'll change that to December 12th to the 20th. And, you know, you let them know, standard class, whatever, and you send that quote to them, excuse me, and they will let you know. They'll send you back a price, a contracted price, the breakdown of it and everything. What I always recommend you do is go into the back office, pull up a quote of one air, you know, from Atlanta to British Airways, exactly what you send them, to see, compare the difference and see if you're getting a better deal with the groups as opposed, or if you should just do it yourself independently, individually. So I think that we know when we have options, we're able to function better, okay? So that's my suggestion. How do you register with Skybar? You go to Skybar, www.skybartravel.com, and you can register yourself there. We also have two other air consolidators, Air by Pleasant and Fairbuzz. You will have to contact InteleTravel to be registered for them. You can't register yourself. You can only do that with Skybar, and you have to wait 24 to 48 hours for Skybar to respond to you as well. How do we book charter buses? Yes, we do, and we earn commissions from charter buses as well. You contact Grayline at grayline.com, or you call the 1-800 Grayline number, and then you want to make sure that you let them know what size bus that you need. You might need a small bus. You may not need such a large bus. Once you do that, of course, naturally, before that, you want to identify yourself as an independent travel agent. You want to give them your agency identifiers, ask if they accept them, ask if the booking is commissionable, and then proceed to booking. Once you've finalized your booking, you want to make sure that they send a copy to InteleTravel, but they also want to send you a copy as well, okay, so that you can register your booking. You want to make sure you have that, and do not accept net, always accept gross invoice, okay? Booking cruises on InteleTravel. Now, InteleTravel has blocked space. Okay, so a lot of times you may feel like you're feeling a little limited. Oh, no, you're not. You're not limited. You'll have enough. All of the inventory in InteleTravel is blocked, so the world doesn't have access to what we have access to. Okay, so keep that in mind. And if you go out to another website and you find a certain itinerary, you can come in. Or you're looking for a certain itinerary. You go to a website and you don't find it. Sometimes you can come into InteleTravel and you'll find it because InteleTravel has blocked space. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I think that if your clients know where they're going and what they're doing, you can put it in here. If they have no idea, then you can just kind of put it in there and let it search, and it'll search all these different itineraries, and you can select an itinerary. As you can see over here, you can select an itinerary that is suitable to your clients. I think it's very cool. We also have access to Cruise Pro, and that is an agent universe. I'll talk to you about it a little later in the program. And then, of course, I always recommend that you use the websites, the cruise lines websites directly as well. Take control of your bookings, view your commissions, keep up with the payments of groups and all of that. So definitely register register your booking made on cruise lines and earn points. Some cruise lines will allow you to do that, like Carnival. They'll allow you to register. I have a code that I had to excuse me, submit to Carnival. Go on to the CarnivalAgentRewards.com, and I had to submit it so that I can get the credit for attending a certain event, industry event, or whatever it is that the requirement is. So you want to make sure that you definitely go to Cruise Line's website and get the most current information as well when it comes to your cruise bookings. Royal Caribbean is cruisingpower.com. They have Espresso there. It's a pretty cool tool. And then Carnival Cruise Lines, you have goccl.com, and you also have Carnival Agent Rewards is what I was talking about. You definitely want to go get registered there. Norwegian Central also, but you have to contact InteleTravel. Recommend you go through chat. You'll get it right away. You put in a request for your registration for your cruise lines, and you'll get it right away. Cruise takeovers, for a lot of new agents on the line. A lot of people may have already booked a cruise, maybe a month or two ago for next year, because this is the time to book cruises for next year. And so you want to know how you could be paid commissions for that booking, but you didn't book it originally as a customer. There is a way. You contact the cruise lines and discuss that matter with them, okay? But you have to keep in mind that if you cancel the booking, consider the inventory. You may not be able to get that booking again, that cabin, the same exact cabin again, and you may not be able to get that rate. So you definitely don't want to do that before you contact the cruise line. And also, whatever you do, please communicate with your host agency, InteleTravel. Let them, more than likely, you're going to need an acceptance letter, a letter of acceptance, which you're going to have to request on company letterhead. So you'll have to contact your host agency, but keep them abreast of what's going on with that, because if there are any issues or if you're struggling, then they can help you with that. So you definitely want to keep, and then you also want to keep in mind that when you originally confirmed the booking, you were not a travel agent. So if the cruise line, whatever that cruise line it is, and if they don't want to do a takeover with you, don't get upset or irate or say anything aggressive, because we're supposed to always be professional with our suppliers. Okay, just have to throw that in there. Cruise industry, cruise line, CLIA. CLIA is the Cruise Line International Association, and it's the best educational institute in travel and the largest cruise industry trade association. And guys, it really is. It's a global organization that fosters members' success by advocating, educating, and promoting the common interests of the cruise community. And when I say they have all the tools in CLIA, they definitely do. The events in CLIA, but there's a strategic way to go about registering for CLIA's courses, and hopefully I'll touch it throughout this training. To obtain CLIA membership, you will first need to register for access on their site. Okay, so you have to go to cruising.org, click on My CLIA, then fill out the fields under the Create a New CLIA Account. Once you've created an account, then you can log in, and then you can click on Join Renew to complete your membership, okay? If you've already been a CLIA member, you're renewing it, you hit the Join Renew. If you're a new member for the first time, you hit the Join Renew, and you fill out the appropriate part for you. The cost is $65 for CLIA, for InteleTravel agents. But when you go into CLIA, you're going to see it's going to say a lot more. It's really not. It's going to tally up at the end of your checkout. Okay. So once you're in CLIA, this is what you're going to do. I just explained to you, but you want to make sure that once you log into CLIA, you want to take the State of the Industry course. Okay, it's a free course, as you can see, it's free, but you want to take it, and the reason why you want to take it is because a lot of you guys are booking cruises right now, and this particular, I think it's 35 minutes long or 45 minutes long. It has everything, so you'll have a better understanding of the type of people that cruise, when they go on cruises, what they want to do. You'll also get to learn about the cruise ships, how much it weighs, it's such an awesome program to get into. I definitely think that you guys should definitely go in there, and it'll help you a lot, okay? Booking vacations on InteleTravel. Very cool. InteleTravel agents have the ability to book vacations with any travel provider they choose. Agents can meet and most often beat any price with these select special preferred partners. These partners were selected because they offer agents the best marketing tool, best education, highest commissions, and the best support while offering customers the best service, prices, and unforgettable vacation experiences. So dive into these suppliers. GoGo, FunJet, Show Excursion, Golden Ticket, Globus, Club Med, Travel Impressions, Disney. Pay attention to this area down here below. If you take some time to read this, it'll save you a lot of time because it can give you an idea of where that supplier caters to. Of course, Club Med, they do a lot of Caribbean, but they also do French, Swiss, and Italian Alps. They do Cirque du Soleil and Punta Cana. A lot of things you don't know about supplier until you read them, okay? So definitely take some time to do those. Contiki, they focus on the millennials. A lot of people are looking for Cuba. This is a great Cuba. They have a great Cuba package store. They give you the air, hotel, the tours, everything is covered in there. So just take some time to read through the suppliers. And where do you find the suppliers? You'll get a list like this. Every week, InteleTravel sends them out. I just want you to pay attention to the shared login area. Please, under no circumstances do you attempt to change the name, the username, and password for the shared login area, which is Club Med, Apple Vacation, and Allegiant Air. You don't want to do that because it's a community login and password that we use, and we're all using it at the same time. So you want to make sure that you don't ever change that. And then, of course, the individual registrations there, you can register yourself. You can find that form that you just saw in your back office right below the travel agent, the top agent challenge. It's the first red box. You click on there and it's always updated, so you can always have access to the suppliers, okay? Groups, working with groups. It is group travel is recommended for groups of 10 or more travelers. Some suppliers, if you have six or seven rooms, they'll definitely consider anything over 5. They'll try to consider a group, but it's just a matter of which category of grouping that you fall under. But booking this type of travel is common for weddings, school trips, sports teams, religious groups, family reunions, and large group vacation. And these are some of the VAX suppliers, guys, right here that can help you with your group booking. And I'm going to refer to VAX a lot. The reason why is because in VAX is a VAX is like they're not even a supplier because they have so many different suppliers under them that, you know, that's one of the reasons why I use them. When you log in, you can get FunJet, you can get Southwest Vacations, American Airlines Vacations, Blue Sky Tours, Universal tickets. And so much more, you know. So I definitely like using them because, number one, they pay really good commissions and they have a lot of properties for our clients to choose from. Okay, so I know working with, I know the numbers may be a bit intimidating, but however, suppliers are there to assist us. And guys, they will spend an hour or more on the line with you, helping you. If you don't have access to a computer and you're out and about at your job or at lunch or whatever, you can get on the line with a supplier and say, hi, my name is Marcia Lashley. I'm a travel agent with InteleTravel. I have a client of 10 who would like to go to Punta Cana for Christmas. Could you please help me with this? This is naturally, it's a last-minute package, and so I just don't have the time to do it, so can you do it for me? They'll do it for you. They'll send it to your email, and you can just go in there, and you can also ask them, and can you tell me what my commissions will be on that? And they'll tell you, oh, your commissions will be $300 or whatever the case may be. So this is for people who are saying that they don't have time. You do have time. Don't be afraid. If you're offered a group or a wedding or something, don't be afraid to accept it because you think that you have a day job and you have all this stuff going on that you can't do it. Yes, you can. Our suppliers are there to help you with all of it. And then you can, of course, lock in your rates. And you can do all those things once you get a contract going with them, okay? So definitely take some time to learn about groups, encourage yourself to want to accept any groups. A lot of people have been declining them because people have been calling me and asking me if I can do it, and I'm like, no, you have to do it. So determine the type of group that you're working with, contact the suppliers that are suitable for your group, and suppliers who will service that particular destination or property, okay? Suppliers who will also accommodate the uniqueness of your group. And then, of course, once you got that settled and your client agrees, lock in those rates. But pay attention to your attrition dates and your penalty dates. Remember I told you guys about the rooms. Once you lock in a contract, you want to make sure that all those 15, 20, or 30 rooms that you have selected, they're all booked up. You want to make sure of that because you don't want to be penalized for it because you have too much of the hotel's inventory locked in and you didn't use all of it, okay? So you want to make sure you do that. So there are two types of groups, and of course I'm referring to VACs. We're going to get in there in a second. Contracted groups and groups your way. Okay, contracted groups are like the in-sync groups. You have a leader and who is pretty much responsible for keeping the group abreast with whatever is going on. Whatever you tell them, they'll be the one to send it out to the whole group. And of course the groups can call you and you can take care of all of them, but they'll all get one set rate. And they'll have a deposit. They'll all have to contact you to make their deposit at a certain time. There's a deadline for that contract to make the deposit and lock the contract in. And then there's also groups your way. They're not in sync. They don't have a leader. They want to pay whenever they want to pay. They don't want to be pressured into paying, but they understand that they will be paying different rates. You know, Mike might call right now, and Mike may get $149 a night. But then Mike's sister, Susan, may call in the morning, and because some changes at the hotel, Susan's rate is going to be either higher or lower depending on what's going on at that current time. So the prices vary. However, your clients still do get their privileges. They're not deprived of any privileges, so don't feel like you're selling your clients short. You're not. They'll still be able to stay at any sister properties that are available with a supplier. They'll still be able to get their the 22nd passenger free or whatever the deal is at the hotel, at the promotions at the time. They'll still be able to get all of it. So it's just a matter of putting your groups in the right category, okay? Booking contract groups with FunJet is very easy. They give you a dashboard. This is the way you do it. You submit a request form, email the team, same thing like Skybar. You let them know, I would like to request a contract for a group. I have them going to Punta Cana. I'm going to need 15 rooms. You know, you just give them the specifics, and you'll get your contract. There's also Universal Parks and Resorts Vacation that you can also do that will as well. So these suppliers are really providing options for us to help service our clients, okay? Booking direct, you can determine your supplier. Cruise line should be a member of CLIA. Vacation companies should be a member of USCAO and ASTA, and that is to protect you and your customers. So you contact the suppliers of your choice and research the options. Identify yourself as an independent travel agent with InteleTravel.com. Provide the agency numeric identifier codes, CLIA or IATA, and you'll go ahead and get the booking. And remember to please request all documents, have them send them to your host agency, InteleTravel. Also get a copy for yourself, and do not accept any net prices, okay? Don't accept net prices, because your commissions won't be in there, and you're not working for free, so you want to make sure you do that. In accordance with your independent contract agreement with InteleTravel.com, all commissions must be paid directly to your agency, after which they will deduct their small portion and forward you your 70 or 80% share, okay? Under no circumstances do you accept any payments from suppliers directly, okay? Whether you're booking a vacation package for your clients through the preferred suppliers or directly with the property, you want to make sure that you register your booking, okay? Because you're not going to be paid for it, and that's not cool. How do you register your booking? You go to InteleTravel's back office, the dashboard, you go to the Book Travel tab, you scroll all the way down to Register Outside Booking. You make sure you have the reservation number, the booking confirmation number. You put the type of booking, whether it's air or cruise or vacation. You fill out anywhere that's a red asterisk, that's what you fill out. Okay, you put the commissions amount, you put the dates that you booked them, the commissions amount, and that net price invoice that you need, that gross price invoice that you need, you're going to have to submit it, or that email that you have your client sent to you because they purchased their visa, or they renewed their visa with CIBC Visas. That's where you'll upload it. You'll upload it right here, and then once you upload it, it'll be in your commissions report, and you'll be paid commissions for it. Very easy, okay? Agent Universe, very simple. I'm going to go through this really quick because I really want to get into booking. Agent Universe, guys, the reason why I put this up here is because I've got a lot of business from my bio being on Agent Universe. So get with Travel Leaders Network, register to have access to Agent Universe, okay? More resources. The more resources we have, guys, the better. Remember, I told you guys about Cruise Pro earlier? This is where you'll find it in Agent Universe, okay? So, definitely go in there and register. This is my bio that I have on Agent Universe. I've gotten groups, and I've gotten a lot of people who spend a lot of money, luxury travel, from this bio being posted on Travelators site. And this is what it looks like. This is what they saw pretty much of me when they went to the site looking for an agent. They went to find an agent, and they put in Snellville or whatever area they put in, and they saw a lot of agents, but they chose me because of whatever reason. Maybe it's because I'm on inclusive cruises, destination specialist, Jamaica and Hawaii, and they were going to Jamaica and they went to Montego Bay, and that's the first one that I have there. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but they did choose me from that site. So it's very important that you guys get your bio out there for marketing your business so that people can know that you have a travel business. Okay, agent rates. Spirit Airlines have a travel agent positive space reduced rate program where they give agents $75 each way to travel wherever Spirit goes, whether it's Los Angeles, Boston, or Bogota, it doesn't matter. How do you do it? You go to spirit.com, you scroll all the way down. Oops, I'm moving a little too fast. You scroll all the way down to the bottom in the black area there, and you click on Travel Agents. Once you do that, it'll bring you to this screen over here, Travel Agent Portal. You want to make sure that you select Travel Agent Registration. And then, of course, once you do that, you fill out the information in there. All of your information except your IATA is the only number that you put in there, but you create your username, your password, you hit agree, and then you'll be registered, and you just go in there and you book your travel, okay? Unlimited rewards for agents. Guys, I always recommend that every travel agent get registered with this because these are points that you can get while you're booking your clients, and then, of course, you can use them while you're on your trips to Europe or wherever you go because travel agents do have to travel, too, and we do want to enjoy benefits as well. Hotels do also have agent rates. Most hotels offer significant discounts to travel agents when space is available. In general, expect about 50% off the rate offered to the public. How do you book? You contact them online, you call the 800 number, you find the location of where you want to stay, you call that specific location, and you ask them if there are any industry rates available. Make sure that you have a verification letter that you got from InteleTravel. It'll be on company letterhead, and it'll say that your name on it, and it'll say that you're an active independent agent with InteleTravel, and then you'll be able to receive your benefits. If you go to the hotel after booking an industry rate and you don't have any industry ID to prove, you'll pay regular rate, okay? So be very mindful of that. If you have a Clear card of your own, it'll have your photo on it, so you'll be able to use your Clear card. You wouldn't need the verification letter from InteleTravel, okay? Most of the time, the business card just wouldn't do it. So, booking with Marriott. Booking with Marriott, all you have to do is go into Marriott.com, travelagents.marriott.com. Once you go in there, you put in the IATA number 105482020, and of course you come up to the industry page. This is just a warning of they're having a new password that they'll be using, so you'll see that once you go in there. I just thought I should put it up there for you guys. But once you go in there, you select the type of where you want to go. You select where you're going to Fort Lauderdale. October 6th is what I had in there. That was the trip that I was going to go on. And you want to make sure that you select special rate, and you want to select corporate or promotional code. You put T77 in there. That is the industry code for you to get the travel agent rate. And, of course, over on the next side, you'll see that it yields the rates, which is $69 a night. But the regular rate was $119 a night. So that's a great industry rate. As you can see here, for the Studio 2 doubles sofa bed, it was $129, but now the industry rate is $69. So your total would be $207 from the 6th to the 9th. So I think that that's a great benefit to definitely utilize. Keep in mind that industry rates are not commissionable, guys, so you cannot register them in your back office to be paid commissions, okay? And also, just like any other booking, 2 days prior to arrival, you can definitely call and cancel, and your card will not be charged, okay? And so with Marriott, they also have a Marriott Specialist program, and I want you guys to understand that when you become a specialist, a Marriott specialist program, and you earn your 5 fantastic benefits, that is not the same as the travel industry rates that I just showed you a second ago. So if you want to use your fantastic benefits, you'll have to contact Marriott. You'll have to go through the proper procedures to use that, and you need advance notice. But this I just showed you, you can just get on Marriott at any given time, and you can get your industry rates. This is where you'll go for your Marriott Specialist program, and you'll, of course, you saw that memo before, you'll have to create a new password and ID in order to get access to it. But I encourage all you agents to definitely go in there and utilize the resources. These are some resources and news and updates for travel agents. Get registered with Travel Agent Central. Get registered with Travel Pulse, Recommend, Travel Weekly. You definitely want to do that. Travel Agent University. There are a lot of educational courses in there and agent incentives in there as well. Cruise World, another one of the major industry events I mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, where you have to attend at least 2 industry events in order to be certified as a dream maker or a travel genius or vacation builder with InteleTravel. Well, this is another event that's actually going to be going down in a few weeks. I will not be missing it. But I just wanted you guys to see that, because cruises, there's a lot of money in cruises, guys, and most of the attendees who attended the Cruise World, this is the percentile of what they're booking, and it's really high, and this is where around the world where they're booking. So, you know, get into this, guys. We have the education, we have the resources back there. CLIA also is another one. Excellent, excellent information. Pay attention to the 2017 passenger capacity snapshot here. It's showing you from 2009 to 2017, look at the growth. It's in millions, guys, okay? 25.8 million passengers expected to cruise. And look, millennials, the new generation takes the water. Millennials, number 1. They're the number 1 travelers, the younger generation, okay? So dive into them. Expose yourself to them. They love booking with travel agents. They really do. They really do. They already feel entitled. They feel even more entitled, so get that money, definitely. And so InteleTravel has a Travel Quest, first annual Travel Quest coming up. I'm super excited about this event. January 4th through the 6th, 2018, in Orlando, Florida. If you guys are not registered, get registered. I think it might be booked up, actually. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, though, but reach out to InteleTravel. You should definitely be there. Join us for InteleTravel's Travel Quest, over 60 classes with the world's best travel brands, travel trade shows, over 50 travel partners, hundreds of giveaways and prizes. So you guys have to get registered. You have to be there. The education is great. And all the information that I got here in this training came from the travel agent manual that I mentioned, attending our weekly suppliers webinars, searching InteleTravel's knowledge base, and InteleTravel University. And if you need to reach InteleTravel, I recommend you get on chat, because it's very, very easy and accessible, and it's available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Monday, every single day of the week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every day. So you need to be registered with suppliers or whatever. Definitely use chat for that, guys. It's really easy. And thank you for taking the time to educate yourself on your travel business. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to dive right into booking travel on the websites. And, ooh, they're trying to kick me out. No, 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 no. Are you guys seeing the screen? Let me open the lines for a quick question, Q&A real quick, see if you guys have any questions for me. Uh-oh. Guys, have any questions? No questions? Oh, my. I'm going to still leave the lines open because we're in Q&A. So let's actually go to VAX, because we wasted a lot of time. Well, then we did it in an hour. That's pretty good. But I wanted to definitely do a quick package for you guys. I know I have some new people on the line, and you guys are anxious to book your packages, and you should be, because let me tell you, just share with you guys my experience this week. So I was getting dressed to go out to my game night on Tuesday, and I got a phone call. Usually I don't answer my phone because of distractions, but the Spirit said to answer it, and I did. And I'm very glad I did because I had some people on the line, 8 people, who wanted to go to Jamaica for Thanksgiving, which is in a couple of weeks. And they didn't book anything. They didn't plan anything. They just realized, they just found out from their jobs that they have the time. And so they contacted me through a referral, of course. And I immediately got on the phone with FunJet, immediately. And just, I narrowed it down. I had 2 hotels that they suggested that they wanted, because I asked them, I said, do you have anything in mind? Because I know she got married there before. I don't know her very well like that, but I know of her, and I knew she got married in Jamaica. So I wanted to make sure it wasn't the same property. So I asked her, I said, did you have any properties in mind? And she said, yes, she wanted to stay at Sunset. I'm like, no, that's kind of far out, and, you know, transportation, whatever. So I talked her into staying to something closer, and she did. And she booked, and she had her credit card in hand, and I made $505 in commissions for the 8 people to go to Jamaica in 2 weeks. So learn how to create a package. So let's dive in. Vacation package, hotel, and air. So let's go to vacation package, which we're already there. Well, we were. But this is another form of it. So here it says supplier. This is where you want to start working. So your supplier, and you have a lot to choose from. This is why I told you guys before that I use VAX, not because I do promotions for them. I don't. They do pay me, however, because I book with them. Southwest, Blue Sky Tours, United Vacations, American Airlines, SeaWorld, Discover. All these different suppliers are here in VAX that you can select and choose from. Let's select FunJet. I always suggest that whenever you're booking someone into Jamaica or the islands, that you always select flight, hotel, and transfers mix and Carib, because you don't want them stuck at the airport. They won't book with you anymore if you do. So where are we going to go? Well, we're always going to leave out of Atlanta, because Atlanta's where I'm from. So let's go Atlanta. And where are we going, guys? The lines are open. Give me something. Let's do Barbados. I am a Barbados specialist. And we have 1 room, and we have 2 guests. And they're going to be traveling. And let's push it off a little bit. Let's take it to April. Because last minute just makes you have to pay it all off. And, you know, you don't see that deposit thing going on. So I want you guys to see that. And then you can just put like 5 nights in there. And they'll give you the date, the return date, okay? No, they don't want travel protection. And yes, we're going to check the prices. So we're going to hit search. You guys are so quiet. It's amazing. Usually you guys are chatting away out there. So this is pretty much a summary of, well, this is how we're actually building a package. We're creating a package, okay? We're not going with something preset that FunJet has and we have to just take it because that's all they have. We can actually customize our clients' packages, okay? So this is Air Canada. They're saying pretty much Air Canada is what they'll choose. It's going to be 7:20 p.m. to 9:35 p.m. on April 12th. Atlanta to Canada, and then from Canada to BGI, which is Barbados, okay? And, of course, the return flight. So you have the outbound and you have the return. On this side, you have how many days? There's 161 days to travel and the base package price. But don't look at this yet because we did not finish creating the package yet. So we have to go ahead to proceed to the hotel now. So we have a few hotels to choose from. Hilton, Barbados. I want to put them in Accra or Waves. There's Accra. Let's go with Accra. Let's see if we have Waves. Hey, there they are. This is such an awesome resort, guys. I'm telling you, if you ever have to go to, Barbados, you want to stay at Waves, okay? You do. You really do. And there's an agent bonus. Did you guys see that? Hold up. Let's go back. Did you see the agent bonus here, which is awesome? Do you see agent bonus in yellow? Okay, that's very good. You wanna make sure that whenever you book a hotel, you have that agent bonus in there. Where is Waves? Here it is. Okay, let's go back. So we have our air. Let's select our air. 19 hours layover, 19 hours and 15 minutes. Can we find something a little less? 15 hours, 11 hours, which is the current flight that we have, which is 51.66. But if I go to this flight, it'll take it up a notch. But I don't want my client to sit around for 11 hours. So I'm going to select the one with 1 hour. Yeah, because next is 8 hours and 5. So I think the best one right now is 1 hour. My clients don't care about price. They just care about buying time. They're paying for time, and they're buying recess. Okay, so now we're going to select the return leg, going back from BGI to Atlanta through Miami, and that's 1 hour and 56 minutes layover. I don't think it's going to get any better than that. It's 1:53. I don't think it's going to get any better than that, guys. So right now, the one that I have is 8 hours, so we're not going to do that to them. We're going to go with the 1:53. It's going to be a little higher, but they'll pay. So now we have the air segments on lock, and we have the hotel on lock, and now we can see 161 days to travel. The base price is $5,432, and then you can go in here and you can check for your commissions. So my commissions will be $637.67. As you can see, it's been about 10 minutes that we've had. I have a question. Do I have a question? I said someone I had a question, but I'll continue on. So here's what I like about upselling. So you saw that my commissions is going to be $500-something, right? Let's see the exact amount. $637 is going to be my commissions, right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to add some features because they want to do some things when they get to Barbados. They want to go to the underground. They want to go to the submarine. They want to do an underwater submarine tour, and they want to go to the fish thing that they have on the beach. So we're going to go ahead and add those in there and watch our commissions go up. They have a shore excursion there. They have a historical walking in Bridgetown, Pelican Arts and Crafts, the glass bottom boat ride. Oh, the Mont Gay Rum Tour. I think I want to put them on that. Where is the submarine? I think I may have passed it, so we'll go ahead and just select something. We'll select one of these on the 13th because they're coming in on that day. We don't want to put them, we don't want to. So then you add to cart, and we'll wrap it up with that one. Let's go back to our commissions and see what it says. It's going to take it up a little bit, probably like $10 or more, $645, because you added that feature. So the more features you add, guys, is the more that you are upselling and increasing your commissions, okay? So then you want to save this because you don't want to have to create this all over again. But what you want to do is you want to go ahead and email the itinerary first before you save it, okay? Because you want to be able to send it to your clients. So always send it to yourself, guys, because this platform right here is not directly from your back office, and your clients may reply. If they hit reply, it'll probably go to travel info. It says it will be replied to OTM, but I'm telling you, I've never received a reply from this platform when I was doing a group, and I had no idea that they were replying, and they were. So this is where I learned to actually use my email address. So you can scroll down a little bit, and you can actually edit this. And you can say, you can just hit enter and put, hi, Nicole, thank you for taking the time, vacation, you never something you forget with OTM Travel Services from InteleTravel.com is what I always put. And then, of course, I put below here, below is your itinerary. for Barbados, at the lovely, at the waves, at the lovely waves. Waves Resort. And, you know, best regards. Thank you for choosing all of that. And then you can always do that there. But it gives you a breakdown of every single thing. So the entire itinerary is here for your clients to see every single thing. Everything that's paid for, the transportation, and all of that. Thank you again, OTM Travel Services. And you hit send. And that's pretty much how easy and simple it is. I just went through a little extra thing to show you guys some things, but to create an actual booking is very simple, very easy, and look at the commissions that I made, okay? You can do the same thing if you have more than one passenger, more than 2 passengers. You can go back right here, and you can change this all. You can do it all the way up to 4 rooms and 4 people per room, of course. So you definitely want to go ahead and utilize this. Now you can also save this. Here it is right here. So you can hit save. And of course you save it as whatever itinerary you want to save it as, and I'm not going to save it. And then of course once you want to retrieve it, you go scroll back up here and you go retrieve save itinerary over there, and you retrieve it. That's how you retrieve the itinerary. As you can see, VAX has a new platform, guys. This month you're going to see a lot of new platforms, and so all of your saved reservations are going to be right in there, and you can just select whichever one it is that you want to select. Let's move on to Skybird. I've had some people have some issues with booking with Skybird, so let's do a quick booking. So if you have someone that has a multi-leg that has several you know, trips that they want, like I had a package on Tuesday that I had to book as well that had a multi-leg. So with Skybird, we don't have to originate in the U.S., okay? So let's go start with London Heathrow. And then we're going to go to Jamaica, man, for a quick vacation, okay? And we're going to leave on the day before Christmas because we don't want to be here for Christmas. We want to be out there in the world. So we're going to leave Sunday for Christmas. And any time will do. And so we're going to get to Montego Sangster Airport. And then we're going to leave from Montego Sangster Airport. And then we're going to go to, let's go to Antigua because it's right there. We're going to go ahead and island hop for the holidays. We don't want to come back to the cold. We want to stay in the warm. So let's go. Well, we're going to leave. We're going to spend 3 days in Jamaica. So the 24th, 25th, we're going to leave on the 27th for Antigua. And they have 365 beaches, one for every day of the year. So you might want to spend a year there. No, just kidding. You're going to spend 7 days there. And from there, we're going to head to Miami. Because even though we're coming back to the U.S., we don't want to deal with the cold. And we're going to get to the Miami on the 30th or so. Yeah. And then leaving from Miami, you're going to go back to Atlanta. We're going to go to Atlanta. Okay? One person. I doubt they'll have this itinerary. They probably won't have it. I don't need another departure date. Oh, yes, I do. I need the date. Duh. What is the date? I thought we put the date in, but I guess we didn't. You guys still with me? Yeah. I see you guys. Okay, so we've got a multi-city ticket here from London Heathrow, but there are 2 additional stops that we didn't ask for, so let's see about it. So this is where you'll see a breakdown of Skybird, and I wanted to show you guys this for a reason. Let's select any leg. Let's just select. We don't have to go through. We know what we put in there, right, guys? Yeah. So let's select it. It's good. Whatever it is that we put in, it's good. It's there. But you want to confirm that right here, form of payment, you want to select passenger credit card. Okay, look at the difference. agency check, passenger credit card. Look at that. So you want to select that so that you can go ahead and add your commissions in there. Okay? Add $100 commissions. Excuse me. And what they will do is they will there's a merchant fee. Whenever you add commissions, most merchants will charge a 2 to 4% merchant fee. So in this case, they charged me a 2% merchant fee, and so my total is $96.50 is what my commissions is. And then of course, InteleTravel will take 20%, give me 80, and that'll be my full commission. Excuse me. I have to clear my throat there. But I wanted to show you guys this because this is how you actually mark up your commissions. You have to select passenger credit card in order to do that, okay? You should select passenger credit card anyway, even if you're not marking up your commissions, because you don't want to pay with agency check, okay? Okay, so we have to select that we read and that. And then, of course, with Skybar also, you don't have to put in the customer's credit card. What you do have to do is you have to ask your customer for the front, a copy of the front and the back of the card, and of their driver's license and of their credit card, and then you want to make sure that you have a Skybar credit card authorization form. This is where you create a PNR, passenger name record, and so you put your passenger's information, name in there. Mine is Lashley. I put me in there. Okay, and my information, my date of birth or whatever. As you can see over here, this is a breakdown of the leg of the itinerary. It tells you the summary, base price per passenger, and your service fee, what your service fee will be, and what you've earned. So it's all right here. When you get to this stage, guys, you should have customer credit card and driver's license in hand already, because even though you're creating a PNR and you're locking in that passenger's name on the plane without their credit card information, it's time sensitive, and if it's not completed at a certain time, it will be canceled. And if you already told your client that you have her flight or his flight, and then you go back and tell them you can't cancel, you look like an incompetent agent. You don't want that. So you want to make sure that once you create a PNR, you already have your customer's credit card and driver's license in hand, so that you can fill out that credit card authorization form and send it back to Skybar right away so that they can process it, and then they'll send you your email confirmation. So Skybar is a little different from what you're used to, but guys, it's worth it because they pay commissions. And as you can see, they allow you to mark it up to whatever you choose to. So I think that's great, okay? Let's move on to cruises. Any questions? Your lines are open. You guys are so awesome. Very quiet. This is going to be Royal Caribbean. And I'm already logged in. If you have a reservation, you can find it there. Or if you're starting a group, you can start it there, or an individual reservation. So let's go with an individual reservation for Royal Caribbean. All brands, the Azamara and Celebrity are Royal Caribbean sister company, so you can also book with those cruise lines as well in Espresso, okay? And then, of course, let's select the ship. And I think you guys know by now where we're going, right? We're going to Cuba. Yes, we are. And we're going in April, because I really am going to Cuba in April. And we're not going to select the flight. We have 2 adults, 1 cabin. You want to ask your clients what state they're a resident of. Of course, we're using Georgia. And then you also want to ask them if they're 55 years or older, U.S. or Canadian law enforcement, fire department or EMT, and U.S. military or Canadian armed forces. And then, of course, you just hit search, and your categories should come up next. It's not going. Did you guys see that? Or is that just me? Let's do a refresh. I think I've been idle for a while and they kicked me out. Espresso is very sensitive. We'll do it real quick again. No biggie. Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's go again, really quick. So now we're going to embark upon the categories. So all the different categories. So taxes, total taxes, fees, and port expenses per person is going to be $139.99. And listen, guys, this pertains to even our company fam trips that we have. When you see that it says $135, that is the base cabin fare, okay? We're all going to pay for taxes, fees, and port expenses. That will not be comped. So when you look at the 135 and then you add 139, it'll probably be around 389 or something like that. That'll be, you know, if you have a sale, if you're going on a fam. And I said that because a lot of people got confused with the last fam that we had out there because it was a total of 3-something, but that's because the taxes, fees, and port expenses were included in the 135 per person, okay? So that's what it is. We have Royal Caribbean, Empress of the Seas, 5 nights to Cuba starting April 18, 2018. And these are the different categories. Royal Caribbean will share these dates with you to let you see that the prices are different on different days. But this is the day that my clients want, so this is the day we're rolling with. And these are the different categories. You have Royal Suite, Owner Suite, Junior Suite, Ocean View, Studio Ocean View, and Interior. And as you can see, the available rooms are right here. There's a wait list. There's 2 available on this one. There's 1 available for Junior Suite. There's none available. There's at least 10 available of the Ocean View, but there's actually none available. Let's check that out. You'll get the best value, 12 onboard credits for each individual who book. So that means per person, not per cabin. And then, of course, you can go right here for a quick price quote if they don't want to know, they just want to know what the total would be for the Ocean View cabin. It'll be $2,041.98. And what have you here? You have 2 passengers, excuse me. They got the BOGO, buy one, get one half off. And then, and as you can see, $1,300 for the first passenger and $734 for the second one, which brings it to $2,041. And then, of course, there's $25 onboard credit for each passenger. Well, actually, passenger 1 is the only one that got $25 onboard credit, so that's per cabin. And that's how you would break that down for your clients. And then if they said, okay, Marcia, I want it, then you just hit stateroom. Very simple, guys. Don't be scared. And then we're going to be on deck 8 right here. As you can see, this is deck 8 and where it's highlighted, so that's where your client will be on the ship. And then you find a room. Those rooms none of these are available. As you can see, you can't touch them, but the blue ones are going to be available, which is kind of crazy because they weren't available before, but now they are. So let's go ahead and select one that's not so close to the elevators. I'll select this one right here. And this one has, it has a plus right there, stateroom, has 3rd and 4th Pullman beds available. So if someone wants to add, if they can have 3 or 4 or more people in the cabin. Some cabins only allow you to have 2. So I selected 8624, and once I selected, see, no more to select right there. Now we proceed to the guest names. So once you select your cabin, then you can go in there and you can add your passengers' information. And this is how you create a cabin. Very simple, right? A booking. So now you can see everything is summarized here again. You got the BOGO for them. This is the stateroom. They have an Ocean View in category 1N, stateroom number 8624. And then you can put your guest information. You want to make sure that they are a U.S. citizen of whatever country. You put that in there. If they have other languages that they speak, you want to put that in there as well. That's very important. You always want to put your information here. Do not put your client's information. Do not put their email address. You put yours. For each client, you want to make sure if you have a group going out, you want to make sure when it comes to dining, excuse me, that you do my time dining for both of them so that they can work on their schedule, or else if you schedule them at 6:30 or 8:30, that's where it'll be, okay? So I just recommend that you always do my time dining, and then of course you want to do bedding configuration. If they want to have separate beds, they can have 2 separate beds, or if they want their beds together, you can do that as well. And of course, right here, you want to put your information in. I can't go any further, guys, because I would have to put a name and information in there. And Tiffany, you have a question? Yes, ma'am. Unmute your phones, and I can take your your question. You have to go into the queue. Did you go into the queue, Tiffany? You go into the queue, and I'll be happy to answer you. Oh, you are in the queue. I see you there.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I've had an issue with logging into Royal Caribbean. I can get into Expresso and everything, but when I can look up the cruises, but at some point it tells me that I don't have full access. Is that something that I'd contact InteleTravel for?
Well, are you going into Expresso like how I did, like how I logged in just now? And it's saying what?
It says the functionality or page you are trying to use requires full Expresso access.
What did you do? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to create a booking like I just did?
Yes, that's what I was actually trying to do. I was actually trying to do one for myself. So I went ahead and did it on Carnival, but
and
that's
you were able to get it on Carnival?
Yeah, but I can't do it on Expresso. It's a big orange bar that comes up at the top. It will let me look at it and see it, but I can't. See, like how you got to where it shows your reservation pending and your cost, and it doesn't show me all of that. It doesn't go there at all. It just shows me what's available. Is that something that InteleTravel would help me with?
No, Royal will help you with that. You
Royal?
call the Royal number, and you hit, I think you hit 2 and 2 for travel agents,
okay.
And you let them know that you're online, and they just closed actually 11. You let them know that you're online on Espresso, and I think there's also a, you can probably also call, there's probably a tech support number because that's more like tech, but you let them know that you're on their booking and that you're getting an error message, and make sure you screen print that error message so that you can read it back, because they're going to ask you what does the error message say so that they can help you solve the problem. So just do a screen print, hit that PRTSC, system request, keyboard, and then just paste it on like a Word document or Excel so that you can go back and look at it when you're on the phone with Royal and have them read out that error message to them and have them, they'll fix it for you, because that's not the norm. Yeah, that's not the norm, Tiff.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Guys, don't be shy. James, you had a question? James, do you still have a question? Any questions? Okay, I guess not. Well, you guys, go ahead and put yourself in the queue if you have any questions. And so, yeah, this is as far that they'll let you go. But I wanted to show you guys that this is, once you have your invoice and your booking number, and you come back to manage, this is where you'll come to this area right here, and you'll be able to email your clients an itinerary, and then you'll also be able to email yourself the agent copy that has your commissions. Please don't email your clients the agent copy because it has your commissions on it, okay? So, but always email everything to yourself. I don't recommend you putting your client's information in the supplier's portal. Never do. I recommend you doing it in InteleTravel because we have that customer CRM that helps us navigate our clients. But I would always put my information and have them bombard me with stuff, but I don't want everyone sending my clients anything. So like I said, this is as far as they'll let me go from here. but you can, once you get in and you create your itinerary, it'll look just like this, except I have a reservation number here, but it says pending because it's not confirmed, but it looks identical to this. You have the itinerary. You'll have all of that. If you want to go ahead and get your pre and post hotel, you can do that there as well, or I would recommend you do it outside of it because we get commissions for booking everything, so I would do everything as independent components and then put them together for my clients. Another reason to attend the CLIA and all these events, guys, is because a lot of times we just book people on cruises, but you have to consider the flights when you're booking someone. Someone may call you and say that they just want to book a cruise, and that's fine, but you want to make sure that they get there at least 24 hours before they dock their ship, they go to the port, because that's another way of you making extra money. The hotel that they stay in and the activities that they do, that is additional commissions for you in addition to that cruise. So you want to be that person to take care of your client's entire cruise trip. I mean, pre and post, that's why they have pre and post right here. You have the pre and post hotel, and you have all of those things. You can actually do them in here, or you can actually do them individually and make commissions for them. It's all up to you, but don't leave your, don't just book your client's cruise. Ask them, go back to that customer profile form. Ask them all the things that they would like to do while they're on a cruise. What would they like to do before they get on the cruise? Because they'll be in Miami, or they'll be in Galveston, or they'll be in New Orleans, or wherever they're leaving out of for an evening, and you can definitely set up some restaurants for them or something that'll kickstart their vacation. People want to be hyped. They want to be excited about going on vacation, so you want to have something entertaining for them. Like if they're in Florida, you want to put them on the Queen Jungle or the airboats and let them get a taste of the U.S. and then put them on their ship and send them. People will pay. They'll definitely pay. So don't be afraid to explore and ask for the business and get that upsell going, because your commissions depend on it. Okay? Questions? No questions? You guys, I forgot which one it is. Oh, maybe I didn't. This is not mine, of course. You guys know I'm not. And of course, everything that I talked about before is right there. But I wanted to show you guys these amazing trips. I just got someone started today, and she went straight to this area because I kind of mentioned it to her, and she's like ready to travel. She's like, I want to go to Dubai, and I want to use that. I was just seeing, guys, use this. Use this right here. Okay? Use these agent FAMs, utilize them, get on these trips, experience them. You're able to sell better. A cruise to Paris, really? For $3.99, really? That's not the norm. Discount hotels to stay in Mexico from $49 to $49 a night. That is awesome, guys. Discount New Orleans overnight, $59. Super awesome. 7 nights Tahiti, $1,200. Disney Cruise Line Travel Agent Appreciation Offer, guys. Okay? You guys want to take a look at this. Really, you do. Italy, Melodies of the Danube Cruise, $875. You're right. Overnight Magnificent Dubai, $3.99, 6 days. Really? Guys, we have the best benefits and the best privileges and the best perks here. Utilize them, because let me tell you, when you go on these trips, your friends and your family and your well-watchers, onlookers, they're watching, and then they'll see all of this, and then they'll want to get with you for you to book theirs as well. Okay? So you definitely want to take some time to get in there. Questions, guys? Questions? James, you're still there. You have a question? If you guys don't have any questions, we're going to be wrapping it up. I don't want to keep you guys. I'm trying not to keep you guys till midnight. I know you guys, if you guys don't mind, I don't mind. But, I know you guys have day jobs and whatnot, and I want to make sure that everyone get their questions answered, and I cover everything for everyone. So, questions? No? No questions? Well, I think if we don't have any questions, we'll be wrapping it up. We'll be wrapping it up for the end of the night. I wanted to share some more stuff with you guys, but you guys are not asking for questions, so, you know, all I can do is all I can do. And I think I did pretty much, I did air, Skybar, air consolidators, I did vacation packages, I did cruises, and I did air, yeah. So I think I pretty much wrapped up the basics in booking travel for you guys. So if you guys don't have any more questions for the night, I'll be wrapping it up. And I will open up the lines. Second here. Guys, do you have any questions? Maybe I didn't unmute you so you couldn't speak. Did you guys have any questions? No questions? Well, we'll definitely be wrapping it up. If you guys don't have any questions, I thank you. I appreciate you guys getting on here, taking the time to educate and inform yourself on your travel business. And so we'll meet again next Thursday. I will be here at 10 p.m. sharp, ready to assist you guys with any questions that you guys may have. Thank you very much for joining me again this week. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next week. Take care, guys.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. You guys are hanging on in case I change my mind and get something more. Good night.